Hey guys, we're back, and this week we're talking about accountability partners. Please excuse the creepy people behind us. That wasn't our doing. It doesn't have to do with anything. So Janelle's here with us today because we're all three kind of like a triangle of accountability partners for each other. And we got a couple verses for you today. I'm going to read the first one. It's in Galatians 6, verse 1. Brothers, if someone is caught in sin, you who are spiritual should restore him gently. But watch yourself, or you may also be tempted. Carry each other's burdens in a way that you will fulfill the law of Christ. So that's a mouthful of a verse, but really if you break it down, it's just, brothers, if you see someone caught in sin, so if your accountability partners are caught in sin, you who are spiritual, accountability partners, should restore him gently, which is like keyword gently. Because
things can be taken wrong and hurtful, so, do it with the love of Christ, not,
well
something
said.
else.
And also watch yourself because you may be tempted. And I think that's a huge thing because so many times when our friends start doing things, we think it might be okay to do them also. And it's just the Word of God really just says, watch yourselves, and when your friends are in sin, get them out of it. Don't fall into it. And carry each other's burdens, which I think is an easy one to do because your accountability partners are for the most part going to be your close friends, and you carry their burdens without even really meaning to, so it's not necessarily difficult. And then at the end, God just says that if you do this, that's fulfilling the law of Christ.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anything to add to that?
No, you said it all.
Oh, really? Okay. So we got another verse, and it's in Proverbs 31:9. Do you want to read it?
Speak up and judge fairly. Defend the rights of the poor and needy.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay. So we saw that verse last week when I was actually just looking through the Bible with Janelle.
You're singing.
Yeah, we were being kind of weird. It's fine. But we were just looking through the Word of God, and we saw that, and we thought it was really interesting. Because when you first see that, it says, like, speak up and judge fairly. And if you don't look too closely into it, you can be like, oh, the Word of God's telling me to judge. Kind of
be judgmental.
Yeah, kind of contradictory. But it says to judge fairly. And I think that really just means that, like, God does judge us in a sense, like we have Judgment Day and all that. So I think that it really just means don't necessarily be like, oh my gosh, you're really doing that. Don't judge in that way, but judge in like the way where you're like, hey, Lana, I see that you're, doing this.
Yeah.
Do you think that that really is what God has you doing in life?
Yeah. Or even judge, like if I am doing something that seems out of character, she could, Kaylin would be like, Lana, what is wrong? Like, what's going on? Why are you doing that? And that's just judging, like observing you and saying, okay, that's something Lana would never do. Why would she do that? Something's wrong.
Yeah, and also when it comes to accountability partners, just like it said in Galatians, I think a huge part of that is just praying for your friends, because just like she said, sometimes we don't notice when we're doing something wrong, but our friends do. Not necessarily something wrong, just something out of character. We don't notice it, but our friends do, so just pray for them and pray that they will keep the Word of God with them and things like that.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to add?
No.
Okay, well, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.